so many beads pulls potential on this Levi's. Just getting
ONI Warriors can do that. Game number 1 between the Leviathans and the ONI Warriors here, and the semifinals of SWC ready to kick off. We'll see. Spell of battle brewing at the very least. Panitom pulls back, adapting. Final K gonna get a stun over the wall. Fear No Evil's there. And a quick beads to try and pull it back right through the ONI cage. Adapting TP's back in. No way! 2 under the tower. SWC gets 1. Panitom gets the other. It's first blood in the pop-up from Panitom for the Warriors.
That is ridiculous. They had such a good stun. Final K absolutely popped off, but too close. This is what I was talking about. This is what happens when you get first blooded, or at the very least, Adapting and Final K were both in that conversation. You lose that presence. You can't step up. But look at this, we got a little bit of a pullback here, trying to grab the ultimate.
Trying to pull 2, does manage to get the stun on Panitom, and a Fear No Evil against the wall. It's Adapting to strike back for the Leviathans. Genetic and Netroid teaming up. That's the double ult from Net, but not going to get anything more beyond
aspect that is going to start to hurt. Itemization is going to start to hurt as well. And look at that damage. Pagon, he's in trouble.
Well, Shinto's not going to take that one lying down. He's going to try and go for a kill, but he's going to use every resource. Adapting bails him out. It's the junglers who pick up a kill each. The mid laners both gone. Pagon nets from getting the tier 1 tower at the exact same time. So at the end of the day, it's a net positive for the Warriors.
And that is ridiculous, because that's a play that didn't need to happen. Panicat forced into the mounted archery because of the aggression, and Netroid trying to grab the beads. Not going to get him. Panicat knows underneath the tower, he's all right, but here comes Adapting and Wrong You. They want to chase down here.
Genetics has ultimate. Netroid falling low. The Lovebirds are there. Undying Love now used, but Wrong You is waiting, and Netroid gets the flip, the style kill on Adapting. It's a 4th on the board for the ONI Warriors. Wrong You just too late.
Is on their eye now. They want to push in and grab some extra gold in their pocket. Seems to be uncontested, but Sancho was in. He wants to try and catch out Final K.
Final K's already jumped away, so he's got nowhere left to go. He uses the ultimate to try and bail himself out. Nearly going down. It's Panitom in the backline to grab him, and he's going to go for a second, but Adapting's able to snake away from the team fight. Leviathans only losing 1, but Shinto looks hungry. I think he wants to go for another kill, but with that tornado closing in this one out, Fear No Evil is not there. Shinto will be the only one with an ultimate available by that time, but he's been spotted out by Sot, zoned away, and so is Wrong You. The cage is down, and the Baron has nowhere to go. It's Pagon who gets the double kill in the fight. Shinto trades out to get 1, but Pagon has not given up chase just yet. The Warriors take a 2-for-1 trade.
Adapting's nearby, wants to try and follow Sot over the wall, but he holds that jump, and that's a smart play. Genetics links just to make sure Sot's gonna get out of trouble.
Ultimate. The Fire Giant's been pulled once more by the Warriors. This time, it's at half HP. Wrong You steps up, but he's not gonna be able to go too far. Immediately into the Covenant stun. Now Final Judgment does clip Netroid, but Wrong You is the first casualty. Killing spree for Pagon, and he's gonna keep going forward. His timeline is proc. Then he gets the second chance of life, but the results are all the same. Final K pulls back 1. Genetics goes down. It's Panicat with the kill.
You cannot start the fight with a Final Judgment just chunking the carry, man. Netroid was forced to leave. He's back in base right now because of that ultimate. Had the relics available, use them. Maybe looking at the tier 2 or just seeing what we can find. The Leviathans, though, they're not going to let this tier 2 go down for free. They step forward.
Sot stun picked up an Ascension Torment and thrown into a Fear No Evil. Shinto with the final damage to take him down. And now Pagon in danger. Has to use everything to try and get out. Panitom going to chase out Adapting, and he's got 1 under the tier 2 tower. Panicat nearly takes him. Final K jumps over him, but Panicat has got the auto to sweep him in. A dive by Shinto. Locks Genetics in place. Final K doing his best to keep the ONI Warriors trapped at the blue buff. Pagon dives in, but that might be the last thing that he gets to do. Aegis ultimate. It's just enough to trade out. Shinto gets 1 before Pagon falls down. Now it's 3 versus 2 at the blue buff.
The stun doesn't connect. Netroid just pumping auto attacks out, and Shinto uses the evade and punish. He has to Aegis because of the damage coming his way, but there's low health bars on the side of the Levi's. They don't want to step forward. They do not.
The Phoenix. But look at Netroid's health getting poked out. Panitom tries to take a 1v1 against Adapting, and that's a losing battle for Panitom. Now no beads available to the jungler.
Here's the ult. Shinto's been waiting for the Final Judgment, sends it towards Netroid, who goes for the Aegis, but now Wrong using a little bit of trouble.
Wrong You locked in the cage. Final K with 3 of the ultimate. The coffin's not enough to save Wrong You, but it can help out the rest of the team. Genetics and Son are low, but Panitom has found his way to the back, and he's gonna get 2. Make it. No, almost 3. Shinto timeline down. The whole Leviathans crumble at the finish. The Warriors defend their burn.
And now they've got plenty of time, J-Mac. Look at those respawn timers. They're going to run it down mid. They don't. have a minion wave. They're gonna walk right over that beacon. How much can they get without the minions? Look at those respawn timers. They have so much time.
40 seconds, the Leviathans are back up. A tier 2 tower standing in both lanes, and a tier 1 is gonna make this Titan very tanky. They're gonna need the help of a minion wave to get there, but they don't have one. They're just gonna brute force their way through the bird to the Titan. 25 seconds, the Leviathans banked it all on killing the Phoenix, but the ONI Warriors defend. They hold strong, and they turn it back around. You steal a fire giant, we take your life and take game number 1.
What a ridiculous play. That all
really risky time by the Levi's, because they have to play these fights really clean, really well. They're gonna have to have good engages, good beads pulling potential.
Out onto them with a single basic attack from PandaCat, but then we get to that siege of the late game, and that is where the ONI Warriors fight best, when their back's against the wall, when they've got to go on those defenses, and now they get to run it back here in game number 2,
that Ancient Blade, it will be my guess. We're both wrong. Instead, it's damage. Transcendence 3 will be the call, but hold on to it for now, so a little bit of extra power to that drop kick, which gets used against Shinto. Ult out, but now it's a massive dunk by Adapting. You step up to Shinto, you mess with the king.
I mean, he could have blinked in for that drop kick, but found he could just close the gap. Not deathful. You know, you're gonna go that Warrior's actually gonna lose a bit of your sustain potential. But I still think that the Leviathans could be sending FineOK over pretty early on.
Uh-oh, PandaCat jump. There's his ultimate in response. Use the beads to walk to the pillar, but Netrio, it's got an ult for him in the back pocket. The ONI Warriors now on the board. Panitom has spotted out Shinto. Drop kick slams him against the wall. Shinto throws the ultimate, it's jumped over by Panitom. The wins of Shamash to lock him in. He's just gonna bounce off of the sand walls right into the waiting arms of the mid laner, Pagan.
And Adapting was up in the sky. Wanted to see if he could save him, but there was no target to look for. PandaCat, a curious up-down, right? That ultimate didn't seem like it was necessary. Up yet, maybe just waiting. Oh, the charge comes through, but I don't know if this is a great call.
It's not a fight for anything else, but a dunk by Adapting might just end the life of Solar Troll. Eagles rally away. FineOK pushes him against the wall. Body blocks, slams down FineOK with his first kill of the game.
I really thought Sot would be able to hear the ult from that close, but no, he was none the wiser. Did not get the Eagles rally in time. Wasn't able to react. Look at the rotation Netroid's made. PandaCat's nowhere to be seen. They should be an attempt, but even with the blink and the ONI Warriors pick it up.
FineOK trying to get some action done. A dunk in by Adapting and hits Solar Troll, but that's not the ideal target. The wall, the double tap, it speeds and Aegis out, and Netroid is able to get bailed out by the rest of his team. FineOK trying to kill him off in the back line, but it's Adapting who goes down first, and FineOK after 3 kills for the ONI Warriors and a Pyromancer. The Leviathans are crumbling at their hands.
I mean, that was the rotation difference. Netroid was there so much earlier. When you know that PandaCat's on the left side of the map, I don't think you should be blinking in. Wrong, you just went in for a low stakes.
Jumps over the wall, shows some presence, and now
hold up.
The Leviathans back away, but Sot's in the middle of 4 of them. Gets the Aegis away from PandaCat already. FineOK gonna try and bail him out, and with the frontliners just diving in, Sot has found PandaCat. He goes down, it's one gone, and FineOK can't get out. The fire is too hot, and the Leviathans are starting to fall apart. Adapting gets a nice wall to hold them back as Wrong You tries to return to base. It'll be a 3 versus 5 defense for the Leviathans.
They've got 2 runic bombs. This Phoenix is gonna be an afterthought. They're not retreating, J-Mac. They're stepping forward.
And Veil of Dawn still available for Adapting. Ultimate online for Shinto. The dive is in. Panitom goes to the drop kick, but Shinto's got to go back to the fountain.
And the
Sot gets pushed inside of the fountain, and he goes down. It's a kill for Shinto. And Adapting has done what he can to hold them back. Does Shinto the damage to stop 4 of them? The Titan is low, but the ONI Warriors are not going to give up. The Leviathans need the extra push, but they just don't have it. The ONI Warriors
they lock in this Uller. It doesn't make a ton of sense to me. When you want to play this Alma, this Vulcan, Aphrodite even, you're playing for these objectives. You're playing to go to them, secure them, burn them. Uller doesn't add to that.
Or will the ONI Warriors be able to sweep their way to the grand finals, face off against the Jade Dragons? The only way to do that is to jump right in to game number 3 with our 2 teams. And immediately, what sticks out to me, Charlie, PandaCat going back to this Uller has had mixed success on it so far this tournament.
Has the ability, level 5, when Panitom gets access to Anvil of Dawn, he can get aggressive, and notably Adapting. Went in for the blink, does not have the beads. If Anvil of Dawn connects, you have plenty of ways to interrupt that shield, but looks like a gank opportunity here for Sot.
Falling low, going down, FineOK, and Adapting. Notch first blood for the Atlantis Leviathans in a great spot.
It's necessarily going to matter. It's more about that prot steal. A little bit of a gank attempt here, though, towards PandaCat, just forcing out everything.
Throws the axe into a CCMU target, stuck in a wall, and Genetics will take him down with the bubble. The Oni Warriors dedicate 3 bodies to take down PandaCat, but it's just enough for the kill.
Not only do they take him out, the beads goes down as well, which opens up the door for Panitom. I want to see him head over to
Warriors. Axe toss on Sot. Good damage from PandaCat, but even better from Pagon in return. Over
There's
the wall, the Rivers Rebuke. It's a Riptide to catch out Shinto. He's used all of his resources to bail himself out, but he gets stunned out. And the dunk from Panitom, who's waiting for Shinto, but he erases Panitom on landing. He can't backfire far enough away from Pagon and Sot. Final K, Sun out in the middle, but Wrong U. PandaCat, their health bars are low. And now one is gone. Wrong U off of the map, adapting low. And he and PandaCat have to run back to the tower. Pagon just out of range, but Sot might not want to give up this chase. He doesn't have an ultimate, but he'll for sure make the Leviathan pay. If you stand too close, blink over the wall. Sot picks up a 3rd.
You cannot lazy back under the tower. The Oni
on top of Final K, but the Oni Warriors playing with confidence in their team fight. Even without Rivers Rebuke, they're willing to make these plays. And Wrong you can't step that far forward. SOT takes him down, set up by Panitom, who's in the sky. On top of Final K, sunned out. The Vulcan ultimate doesn't get any damage. Shinto walled off. Aegis down. Double tap's good. Pagon eliminates him. It's 3 left on the Leviathans.
And you have to back up here. The Leviathans have nothing to do. They cannot defend. It's only adapting. That's nearby. Oni Warriors have some low health bars, but do feel confident. They've got their bracer and they have the Yemoja healing, the fire
to do a whole lot. They're just boxing each other over on the right side of the map. Final K drops his runic bomb. That's enough to help him nearly take down that tier 2. While the solos are distracted, Wrong U in danger. Pagon, he jumps too far for it. He's finally been punished for his sins. And Shinto gets stunned out by Panitom. Rivers Rebuke used just to bail out the Thor. But Pagon finally taken down, adapting, slice and ice on 3. Panitom beats hammer away. For Final K, he can resustain that on his own.
It's getting so weak already, but you can tell the Oni Warriors want to fight. Wrong U stuck behind a wall, has to use the Phantom Shell, but just barely the Riptide, but PandaCat gets stuck.
Jumps over, but now it's Panitom in the sky. He dunks on top of 3. Shinto, Aegis has been used. He's got the timeline, but that's not enough to buy him an extra life. Panitom takes him down, adapting versus 3, and he takes out 1. Netroid has fallen down, but adapting immediately after. Panitom with 3, Pagon with 1. It's only Final K and PandaCat left alive.
What a beautiful Thor ult. You couldn't draw a better engagement, and now the Oni Warriors sieging forward. SOT has the teleport, and they've got healing from Genetics. Final K and PandaCat, the only ones who can sort some sort of defense.
No, they can't. No, they can't. Final K stuck behind the wall. He dashes away, but look at how much damage the Oni Warriors took in their push. They can't go back and try and fight this Titan. So for the moment, the Leviathans live, but they've lost so much in the process. Maybe they don't go back yet. Panitom, he's going back to the sky, jumps right on top of PandaCat. The full combo takes it. It may be a new team, but the dream is still alive for Genetics and the squad. They'll back away for now and recuperate.
That poke, that kill should have been enough, though.
The Oni Warriors zoning out the Leviathans. It'll be enhanced fire giant around all 5 of the Oni Warriors.
SOT steps forward, though. He's not done. He's chopping away onto Shinto. Has to juke the ultimate, and he does.
Goes right over it, and even with the Undying Love, it doesn't get him out of danger. Pagon knocks down 1. Genetics takes out his enemy support, and Final K buying any time that he can, but there's just not enough time in the world. The Leviathans, it's up to PandaCat to defend against 5. The Oni Warriors, they make 1 change halfway through the year, and that's the change they need. They're going to the SWC Grand Finals.
3-0, the Oni Warriors did not waver for a second. What a beautiful game played by the Oni Warriors.